has just kicked off. The game has just kicked off. Brentford on the attack. So I'm still setting up. I don't know what happened. I'm a bit late again. But yeah, the game has kicked on. It's kicked off. Yeah, so as you are joining, I hope you're hoping or want United to win. So this is a game that we need to win. So it's a pivot of Bruno and Ugarte. And for the first time, you are seeing Cunha, Mbumo, and Sheshko starting. So I'm hoping for a win. I don't want to say I'm confident that we will win, but I'm hoping for a win, to be honest. Because Brentford, we haven't beaten them the last 3 games. They beat us 4-3, we drew 1-1, then they beat us 4-0. So, and at least let's have a back-to-back win for the first time in the Premier League under Ruben Amorim. Also get involved in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the game, where you're watching from. It's a good Saturday morning. The sun is out. Early kickoff. Personally, I don't like early kickoffs, to be honest. So Brentford have started quite bright, currently dominating play the first minutes. So first set piece of the day, Brentford have the ball. That's a long throw. Yesterday in the preview, I said that Brentford are quite dangerous on long throws. So Coyote with a long throw. Good catch by Andia. Long throw. That's a huge long throw. Almost like a corner. It's almost like a corner. And it's a long throw. So Mbumo back playing versus Brentford. I hope he scores. So Brentford are really dominating. In the first minutes of the game, they are really dominating. They have all the possession. United can't really get hold of the ball. United can't really get some passes going. Brentford are mostly playing long balls. So United on the attack. Cunha to Sheshko. With shot blocked by Collins. Mbumo with the ball. Sheshko with a poor pass to Cunha. United in the first attack comes to nothing. What we need to do, honestly, so far this season we've started the games quite bright. We are dominating play, but this is different. It's Brentford who are on the front foot from the start. Crossfield pass to Dogu, he's offside. Yeah, so we need to dominate. We need to settle down. Right now, Brentford have all the possession. They are really hungry for this win, and we can't allow them to score the first goal. So Brentford are also squeezing, they're also pressing. They don't want to allow United to get into their passing groove. It's expected. Honestly, it is expected. They are quite bright from the start. Of course, having beaten United in the last 3 fixtures, beaten us twice, drew once, so they're high on confidence. I mean, because they have all the possession at the moment. United win back the ball. Shot to Bruno, Ugarte, out to Dalot. United on the attack. Come on. We need to score. Cunha fouled. That's a foul. That's a push. Come on, ref. Brentford on the attack. And they score. Brentford score ahead. Brentford score. Counter attack. As I said yesterday, we need to be careful with counter attacks. Just one ball over the defense, goal. So Brentford score. Brentford lead. But let's see. Probably he was offside. Let's see. It's quite tight. It's going to be close. VAR are checking. As I said, Maguire he has a weakness when it comes to playing offside trap. That's why I didn't want him in the lineup. In the preview, I said I didn't want Maguire, to be honest. It's a good finish. That's a foul on Cunha. So VAR is checking possible offside. So VAR are checking two things, whether it was a foul on Cunha or whether Thiago was offside. So from what I'm seeing, the angle is not great, but he looks offside. So check complete. Brentford goal. He was onside. No foul on Cunha. Yeah. Quite disappointing. Very disappointing. Yeah, one thing that is really disappointing me is what I predicted yesterday is happening. I said Brentford will sit deep, they would play on the counter, they will play on the counter, they would play on the counter, they have played on the counter. And I said I wouldn't want Maguire as a center back because one pass he's slow to get back and he's usually quite off when it comes to the offside trap. He was the deepest defender. The other two defenders had pushed forward, he stayed behind. And just like that, a ball over the top bypasses the midfielders, bypasses the defenders, and it's a goal. And I did say Brentford will sit deep, wait for chances to counter. They've just done it, scored with 9 minutes on the clock. So, quite disappointing, to be honest. So let's see how we respond. Let's see how United responds. Let's see how United respond. Cunha with the ball, shot, wide. So let's see how United respond. This is what I was saying also yesterday, that we perform well on the big occasions when it comes to small teams. I don't know what happens to United. Like right now, we don't look like we are up for the win. We don't want to win. It's like we're a bit relaxed. And you see, Brentford are just playing long balls, very physical. We also need to be a bit physical. So at least United are getting now the ball, keeping it, possessing, but still we need to get back. At least by halftime, let it be 1-1 or something. Goodly can play. Sheshko gave away the ball. Brentford on the attack again. Another long throw. Another long throw from way out. And these long throws, they are making their way into the box. So their long throws are like corners. So the guy is like 10 meters from the penalty spot. And the throw-in has gone all the way to Bayandia. He's wrestling with guys. He punches it, it's a corner. So Harry Maguire and Bayandia are fighting for the same ball. So it's a corner to Brentford. And we know United, we are not good on corners, on defending corners, that is. Cleared by Bruno. So Amorim needs to change how we are set up, because right now Brentford are playing long balls, just looking to move the ball forward for the counter or just get a set piece. Right now they've gotten another corner. So Amorim needs to find a way, because when they are attacking, they are leaving only two men behind. So we might also set up for the counter. We have the guys who can do a counter. So Damsgaard with the corner. Ouattara in. Ooh, Bandia save. Brentford almost double their lead. Good save by Bandia. Back in. Cleared by Dogu. Henderson with the ball. So Itara. Ooh, another save by Bandia. Nathan Collins with a nice header. Bandia saves. Brentford are really attacking us here. I don't know why United are allowing these deliveries to the box. It's all like almost everyone is in the box. No one is going out to defend those crosses, to stop those crosses from happening. Bandia with 2 saves in a matter of seconds. Another corner taken out, cleared by Cunha. Foul by Ugarte in a dangerous area. We are struggling. Honestly, United are struggling. United are struggling here. Another set piece. I hope the coaching staff will do something, because we can't play like this the entire game, to be honest. Because if they score a second goal, it will be really hard to come back. Cleared. Chance for a counter. Mbumo chases it. Coyote back to the keeper. There you go. Another long ball. They are in our attacking areas. 2-0. Blunder by Bayandai. 2-0. Thiago scores again. Long ball over the defenders. Cut back. Thiago scores. Bayandia saves the first one. Rebounds back to Thiago. Easy goal. 2-0 in the first half. First 20 minutes. Same story. Same story. Long ball over everyone. Counter attack. Cut back. Keeper makes a mistake. How long are we going to keep this keeper in goal? Once again, Maguire plays everyone onside. Bandia rebounds back to the box. I mean, come on. Bandia, what are you doing? It's disappointing, Bana. 2 in 20 minutes. Against a team that lost all their football stars, their new coach is a rookie. Now we are 2-0, 20 minutes. 2-0 down. And you see, as I predicted, they are sitting back. All of them are sitting back. They are waiting for the counter. Yeah, kichwa kama yai. We thought they were back. Even if it was a red card or not. We played fantastic football versus Chelsea. This is the same set of players who are fighting for the ball in the Chelsea game. Now all of a sudden it's like they don't know how to kick a ball. And the funny thing is, Amorim said yesterday in the press conference that he doesn't know which team will turn up. It's like we are ready to play the big teams, but when it comes to the small teams, we don't want to play. Another long ball. Maguire needs to be hooked off in the at halftime, honestly. Bring on Euro or something, because Maguire, as I said yesterday, having him play in this setup won't work. You've seen twice. Twice it has happened. 2 goals. Look at him again, slowing down play. Sheshko with the shot straight to the keeper. Another long ball. That's how they are going to play. They are playing for the counter, sit back, wait for an opportunity, score. Right now they're in a comfortable position. Dogu with a foul. Dangerous position. Brentford are more direct than United, to be honest. Let's see whether this one is a goal. Last time we played them at away, they scored 4 goals. Game ended 4-3. Of course, Luke Shaw scored an own goal, but we conceded 4. Brentford. Bandia saves, but it's a foul committed by Collins. United on the attack. Dogu with the cross. Saved by Kelleher. Another save. Sheshko. Goal! Sheshko scores! I'm not happy because he scored. Not only that, I'm happy that Sheshko has scored. Okay, they are saying it's a foul, but still, Sheshko scores. 2-1. 2-1. Let's see whether there is a shove on the goalkeeper, but good cross by Dogu. Let's see whether it's no foul. That's not a foul on the keeper. Sheshko scores. Good goal. 2-1. Finally, Sheshko scores. Nana, you're asking which fantastic game? It's Brentford versus United. It's not fantastic. We are 2-1 down. So VAR are checking. The goalkeeper was not fouled. Come on, VAR. The goalkeeper was not fouled. Come on. The goalkeeper was not fouled. If VAR cancel this goal, yeah, goal stands. 2-1. And Sheshko scores. That's a foul on Dogu. 2-1, yeah. Still, we need to score. We need to score at least 2-2 by halftime. At least 2-2 by halftime. And not concede. We don't need to concede another goal. Bruno with the cross. Cleared. Shada clears. Bandia with a good ball out to find Sheshko. Dogu on the attack. Come on, that's a foul. These guys keeps doing the same thing. Brentford keep pushing from behind. They keep fouling. That's a blatant push. It should be a yellow. Blatant foul just to break up play. Intentional foul. It should be a yellow. Look for an app called Cricfy. Cricfy. So we have a free kick. Let's see. Mbumo, defended by the first defender. Mateus Cunha. It's a corner, but he was fouled. Cunha is injured. Let's hope it's not a serious injury. So it's the spelling is Cricfy. Cunha with the shot, deflected for a corner, United's first corner. At least right now we are attacking. Right now we are dominating. The last 5 minutes, United have been dominating. So it's good to see this. If we can get 2-2 by halftime, I'd be happy. Bomo with the corner, attacked by the first defender. Brentford on the counter. Thiago on the counter. Ugarte defense. Good tackling by Ugarte. Yeah, so you see, Brentford are just set up for the long balls, the counter attack. So we just need to have counter control. One thing that I said yesterday, and I'll keep repeating it, that number one, Maguire needs to be on sync or in sync with the other defenders, because he's usually very poor on the offside traps. The second thing we need to do is to make sure that we are careful with our passes, because once they get the ball, they'll just kick it forward. You see, like Kelleher gets the ball, kicks it forward. They are looking for the counter. So we just need to make sure we dominate play. We are good in terms of counter control, set a perfect offside trap. But for the second goal we conceded, I totally blame it on Bayandia. You don't deflect the ball back into the box, back into the striker's path. That's very poor goalkeeping. There you go, another long ball forward. These guys are not playing any ball in the midfield. No, they won't play any ball in the midfield. They'll just pass back to the defender or the goalkeeper, kick it forward. So it's a foul on Dogu. Maguire the ball. Let's see. Maguire with a very good header there. But Craig Pawson has done a good job so far. I really don't like him because he likes giving cards, he likes assuming fouls, but so far so good. I think he's refereeing well. Good press. Come on. Let's go for the attack. Cunha with the ball. Come on, Cunha. Play it to Bruno. Play it to Bruno, Cunha. That should have been a goal. Play with Bruno or Sheshko. These are the sort of poor decisions we make in the final third, then we end up not scoring. That's another wasted XG. That's another wasted XG. Should have scored. Should have scored. Let's see what comes out of the corner. Maguire with the header. Cleared. Dogu. Shaw with the ball. Bruno. Crosses. Poor. See, keep making the same mistakes. Wasting XGs. Wasting chances. Have a good opportunity to score, we just waste it. These guys have gotten 2 chances and scored them. We should embarrass this guy, Henderson. I don't like Henderson. I don't like him. If we go 2-2 at halftime, there is a huge chance of winning. So Dalot wants to try a long throw. Let's see how it goes. Coyote has some good arms. He can throw quite far. Let's see what Dalot does. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, so United so far dominating play, but still nothing coming out of it. Ball back to Bandia, back to Maguire. Come on. We need that ball forward to create those chances. Bumo with the ball. Sheshko. Back to Mbumo. Wasted. Totally wasted. Brentford, no hurry to play the ball. They are 1 goal ahead. No hurry, absolutely. No rush. But we all know what they want to do. Just kick it forward. Kick it forward. And then they get the chance. Oh, come on, referee. That's not a foul. Yeah, so expect a long ball as usual. Why do I have a feeling we'll concede from this foul? I have a feeling we'll concede. Because Bayandiano, you know, if Amorim plays him against Sunderland, then he needs to actually be spanked or something. Kelleher with the long ball. So Coyote, long throw again. Brentford are quite physical. Quite physical. So almost half time. Truly disappointing. Very disappointing first 20 minutes. Same old mistakes. Concede stupid goals. So 4 extra minutes on to the first half. Brentford are still attacking. So Coyote with a long throw as expected. More like a set piece. Every throw is like a set piece. Oh, decided to go short. Aitara with a cross. Cleared by Delict. Bruno goes out to Mbumo. Cleared. Long throw to the box. Cleared. Bruno back to Dalot. Cleared by Brentford again. On the counter. Shaw is there. Oh. So into added time, extra time. So United have had 10 attempts on goal, scored 1. That's 4 shots on target. Brentford have had 4 shots on target, 4 attempts, scored 2. So the team with the highest XG is not scoring. So those stats are nothing in this game, to be honest. And it all comes down to poor decision making in the final third. Always going for the wrong pass, the wrong choice. That's why we are 2-1 down. So Brentford are keeping the ball, trying to see out the first half. De Ligt back to defend. Good challenge by De Ligt. So Coyote, let's see whether he'll put in another long throw. Yeah, that's a foul on Cunha. Come on. That's another foul on Cunha. Halftime 2-1. Halftime 2-1. Halftime 2-1. So still quite disappointing. We don't know which team will turn up. Last week played well, despite Chelsea going down 10 men. The first few minutes we played well. First 20 minutes versus Brentford, we've conceded silly goals. Silly goals. And I predicted it. I said Brentford will sit back, play on the counter. Did it twice, scored. Second goal, goalkeeper's mistake. Goalkeeping mistake. Punches the ball back to the forward, couldn't stop the follow-up or follow-through. But at least Sheshko has scored. So the 007, the 007 agenda ends. 007 agenda ends. But either way, it's really disappointing. It's very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Because we can't play good. We can't play well versus big teams. And then when we are meeting teams like Brentford, we are a no-show. We started playing after we conceded the second goal. That's where now the seriousness or the willingness to win the balls, to get in goal, that's where it started. You look at the decisions you are making in the final third. 10 attempts, 1 goal. That's poor. Like Cunha could have passed to Bruno. Didn't. Could have been 2-2 by halftime. So we need to change the setup, because Brentford are not playing anything in the midfield. They're just getting the ball, passing it forward, hoofing it forward for the count. So we don't need Ugarte in this game. Bring on Kobe. Because Brentford are not playing the midfield. Bring on Kobe. He'll be able to create some chances there. Change a bit. We need to change a bit. Brentford have kept Mbumo quiet. Of course, they know him. They know how he runs. They know how he plays. So it's expected. It's expected to see Mbumo being kept quiet by Brentford. But the way Thiago is playing, we can't continue giving him that space. Maguire, honestly, I'd hook him off at halftime. On both occasions, on both goals, he couldn't be in sync with the offside trap. Kept the players onside for the 2 goals. So, yeah, it's disappointing. We still have 45 minutes of football to play. A lot could happen. Brentford could add to their tally. United could equalize and win. So let me know what you think. Let me go through the comment section here. I'm seeing Liverpool chairman is laughing. You're saying 4-1. I don't know whether you're predicting Brentford to win 4-1. If so, probably it will, probably it won't. Let's see who else. Kichama, you say you thought you were back after Chelsea red card. Yeah. I don't know why you keep saying Chelsea red card. Also, United got a red card. Why didn't Chelsea score 5 goals? Chelsea also played against 10 men. They only scored 1. Which fantastic game. Brentford are playing a good game. Yeah, it's 2-1, but I'm happy Šeško has scored. I'm happy he has scored. Massive respect to Mark. You've given us 100+ likes. Kai X, thanks for joining the UKG squad. I answered those questions you posted. Massive respect to you, Sweet Soul, giving 100+ likes. Let's see. Ruth, you've joined the UKG squad. Welcome, karibu sana. Billionaire KE, you've dropped 100+ likes. Karibu sana. Welcome on board. Pania Le Chairman, welcome to the UKG squad. Akiweye Mampole. Okay, I don't know what that means. Bazenga 97, welcome to the UKG squad as well. It's always good to have new members on the UKG squad. Unfazed, you say, I picked Bruno in my FPL. Now I have to spectate for Manchester United. Bruno hat-trick, but Man U to lose. So if Bruno scores a hat-trick, it means that Manchester United will have 4 goals. So Brentford will need to score another 3 or 4 so that they lose. That will be a very crazy second half. That will be a very, very crazy second half. Athling, you're asking, what are you doing? It's a watch along. What are you doing? Haruna, you're saying our midfield, what's this? Actually, the game is not being played in midfield, if you're honest. The game is not being played in midfield. It's only United who are keeping the ball in the midfield. And you see, we are still making poor decisions. When we get to the final third, we are picking the wrong pass. We are trying to shoot. You look at Brentford. Brentford had 2 chances to play the striker, and they did. To play the ball to the striker, to Thiago, and they did. Why are we not doing the same? Why can't we find Šeško? And you've seen whenever we find Šeško, he had 2 shots. Of course, Kele has saved them. Yeah, so our midfield needs to... Yeah, I agree with you, Haruna. Our midfield needs to step up. Let's see. We still have a long way to go. Yeah, 45 minutes is a lot. I mean, Brentford scored 2 goals in 20 minutes. Anything can happen. Defense, Man U is very poor. Yeah, it is. And in the preview yesterday, I said the way Brentford are set up, and I said it by just looking at the statistics, they are set up for a counter-attack. And in my predicted lineup, I didn't have Maguire in because Maguire is poor on 2 occasions. He's poor in terms of running back, and he's poor in terms of setting an offside trap. And you've seen it. Both occasions, he was the deepest man. He kept Thiago onside for the first goal. For the second goal, he kept the player who received the ball. I'm actually looking at the highlight right now. Maguire was the deepest one. While the other defenders were moving forward, Maguire was moving back. Then the keeper makes a mistake. For how long are we going to say we need to change the keeper? For how long? How long? Because Bayandia punched it back into the box. Thiago is moving into the penalty box. The 3 defenders, I'm actually looking at the replay right now. The 3 defenders, all of them are looking at the guy with the ball. They are not tracking Thiago. So yeah, the defense is very poor. I agree with you, Ben Ke. Very poor defending. It's shocking, to be honest. Quite shocking. So for me, I'd hook off Maguire and bring on Lenioro. Because Lenioro can handle this pace. He can handle the physicality. And Fez, you're saying it's a long ball and Cunha game so far. Yes, exactly. Brentford will play long balls. I called it yesterday. Ben Ke, you're saying exactly wrong pass, but Bruno is selfish and Anyima Cunha pass. Both of them are not finding each other. And I said after watching Cunha and Bruno play the first game, I said we will have a problem with those two. Because both of them are used to be the key man for their teams. Cunha was the key player in Wolves. He used to do everything for them. Bruno is the key player at United. He's used to doing everything. So you have like 2 axes in a sack hitting each other. So they need to find a way to play together. Because Cunha had a chance to pass to Bruno. And Bruno would have easily scored. But Cunha decided to take the shot. So both of them are being selfish, to be honest. Ben, I agree with you. They are being honest. They are being selfish. Sylvia, you're saying we need Mainu. Yes, we do. We need Mainu in this game. Maguire, no, for now. Let's let Yoro and Mainu come in. Yeah, Haruna. Yeah, as I said, bring on Lenioro at halftime. But for the first goal, it's a bit shady because Cunha was pushed at the back from behind. So I don't know what VAR were looking at, but still, Brentford scored a good goal. That's a good goal by Thiago. The second goal was from midfield. Ugarte, where were you? You see, the ball was hoofed forward. So when I looked at it, it was expected. These guys want to just get the ball. If you look at how they are playing, whether it's in midfield, whether it's in defense, they just want to get the ball and kick it forward. To get the striker's own goal. KP Pavi was saying, let Mainu on. Yeah, we need to bring on Mainu. Yoro is so poor with crosses, bro. He doesn't jump. Well, we still have other players who can do that. And you look at Brentford right now, they are just playing the ball over. So De Ligt is good on in the air. We still need someone who can run back and tackle those balls. You look at Maguire, he's not good at recovery runs. He's not good. And Lenioro can bring in that physicality. He's also good in terms of passing the ball forward. He's also good in terms of setting the offside trap. And you see when Lenioro comes in, he will play as the right centre-back, then De Ligt plays in the centre. The second goal, like 3 defenders, mnapito aje na mtu ako nyuma. Exactly, all of them were going for the same ball. They were going for the same ball, so I don't understand what happened. Poor defending. That's poor defending. That's very poor defending. We defended like, I don't know, Sunday League football. They are not defending like professional footballers who play in the Premier League for Manchester United. Mbumo plays well with Ahmad. Yes, he does. Unfortunately, Ahmad is not available in this game. And of course, this is a team that knows him. And as you've seen, they're always assigning someone to stick with him. Even when Brentford have the ball, they still have someone who's staying with him. And whenever United get the ball, he's not free. So they've actually made him null. They've nullified him. Then who's this? Morinki, you are saying wapanda kizungu sana. Okay. I don't understand that. Ben Ke talk about those who are available. Yeah, of course. Ben Ke also saying Sheshko inabidi arudi mid kuendea ball sababu hapati Mbumo ana fight sana kupata ball. Yeah, of course Sheshko is dropping in deep. You saw that he comes in deep, collects the ball, passes to either Cunha or Mbumo. Mostly he was passing to Mbumo, then runs forward. That's the play of a good forward. You get hold of the ball, you play the other guys through goal. This United team is so average. Yeah. It's not the same team we saw last weekend. Regardless of whether it was versus 11, versus 10, 10 versus 10, it's so average. So average. And I said it. I mentioned it in the first half that even the coach himself, Amorim, said he usually doesn't know which team will turn up. Because last weekend it was good. Versus Arsenal, we played well. Versus Fulham, we were poor. Versus Grimsby, poorer than Fulham. Burnley, it was a good team in the first half. Second half, I don't know what happened. So it's a mentality issue. And unfortunately, this is something that the coach can't really coach. Yeah, he can try to motivate them. He can try to come up with, let's say, training or something to help the team become more mentally stable. But still, it's down to the players. Like you saw, when they conceded the second goal is when they decided to actually start playing football. The first 10-15 minutes, Brentford were dominating. So the same, Haruna, you're saying the same question. What are their thoughts? It means some players are not good enough to play in this formation. I don't know why we keep going back to the formation. Honestly, I don't know why we keep going back to the formation. Because if it's a mentality issue, it doesn't really matter which formation it is. So, let's see how the the second half will be. It's about to start. So let's see how it goes. So what did I do with the timer? Let me just set it up correctly. There you go. So the second half is starting. So let's watch the second half and see how things go. So Haruna, once again, let's not concentrate so much on the second half. To be honest, let's not concentrate so much on the second half, because on the formation. That tells you I can't multitask. Let's not focus so much on the formation, because the formation is not the issue. It's a mentality issue. It's a mentality issue. So my timer has decided not to work, but the second half is on either way. So let's see how it goes. Let me go through some of the comments. We don't have a midfield. That's true. We buy a goalkeeper to bench him. I also don't understand why we bought the keeper and bench him. Bandia, you saw, is the second goal he conceded. Very poor. So they get a corner in the first few minutes. Yeah. So let's see the second half. We need to score the first goal in the second half for it to be 2-2. Our midfield is so exposed. I can't imagine we are going to face Liverpool with the same mid. Yeah, so exposed. But in this game, the play is not really in the midfield. It's these guys are just playing the ball forward every other time. Every time they get the ball, they just want to kick it forward. Good one, Kevin. But under Ragnick, it was 4-3-3. Under Eric Ten Hag, it was 4-2-3-1. Is the formation really the problem? No, it's not. It's a mentality issue. It's a mentality issue. You see, every time Brentford get the ball, they just want to kick it forward. They don't want to play passes. They just want to get it, kick it forward. United are the only ones who are trying to actually pass the ball. So Brentford are doing 1, 2, 3 passes. There you go. Again, kick it forward. So they are not playing the ball in midfield. So whenever these guys get the ball, just want to kick it forward. De Ligt with a very poor header. Brentford have the ball. They're in on goal. Good recovery by De Ligt. One thing I don't understand in this game though is our pressing is we are standing off players compared to the Chelsea game. We were pressing, man-to-man pressing, getting the ball. This one we are standing off players. That's a foul. Should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card by Coyote. That's a bad foul. Poor foul. Yeah, it should be a yellow by Coyote. It should be a yellow. Should be a yellow. There you go. Another long ball forward. Mbumo with the attack. Cunha with a shot. Come on, Cunha. Play Sheshko in. That would have been a very good through pass to Sheshko. Ugarte loses the ball. He had the ball 100%, loses it. A poor pass. Poor pass by Dalo. Good run by Bruno, but a very poor pass. Very, very poor pass. If that's a foul, then every other nudge by Brentford should be a foul. So, yeah, it's a nudge, yes, but Brentford are also doing the same, and most of them are not being called fouls. So it's a free kick in a dangerous area. And we know how our defense is poor when it comes to set pieces. Cleared by Dogu. Shada with the ball. So Cunha is boring in this game. He wants to score. It is a good thing he wants to score, but wasting chances. Yes, he is wasting chances. Absolutely wasting chances. So Bruno gets a yellow. Bruno gets a yellow. Cleared by Shaw. Offside. Bumo with the cross. Dogu misses it. It's a teasing cross, but comes to nothing. It's a good ball by Mbumo. So you see the difference between Mbumo and Cunha. Mbumo is always looking to play a pass, always looking for an assist. Cunha gets the ball, the first thing he's thinking of is scoring. Those are two different sort of mindsets. Cunha is looking to score. Mbumo is looking to create a chance. So Brentford on the attack. Good pass out to Bruno. Crosses. Recovered by Kelleher. It's a good run, but poor cross. So the game has gone a bit dull. It's nothing exciting is really happening. United, of course, with most of the possession. Brentford are slowing things up. So Brentford are slowing things down. They are slowing things down. That's a foul by Dogu. They are slowing things down because, of course, they are leading. They want the clock to run. The Dogu touches the ball. So Amorim needs to make some subs. He needs to make some changes. Bring on a player like Kobe. Oof, almost we could have conceded. Come on, why are you running the ball? Just pass the ball. Come on, Ugarte. We had the ball 100%. He's keeping it. Gets tackled, a foul. He runs with the ball like 10, 15, 20 yards. The players are waiting for the pass. That's a poor pass, Bruno. We get into good attacking areas, we make poor decisions with the ball. Every other time. Every other time, make poor decisions. Another ball over the top. Shada gets the ball. Ooh, good save by Bandia. Once again, poor defending. Poor defending. Everyone is running towards the ball. That's a good stop by Bandia. Honestly, it's a good stop. Should have been 3-1. Yeah, Euro and Mainu seem to be coming on. I know Bruno is our best player, but the day I'll wake up, I find him out of United, I'll be a happy man. Well, yeah, probably it's time we let him go. Probably it's time we let him go. So Brentford have a corner. Yeah. Kobe Mainu coming on for Ugarte. Yoro coming on for Maguire. Yeah, good subs. Good subs. Everyone is saying the same thing. Bring those players on. Cunha loses the ball again. At least we've recovered it. Come on, Cunha. Cunha is really, really poor today. Cunha is really poor today. He's not playing well today at all. Cunha is off today. So Mbumo tries to dribble past the defender, but the ball comes off of him. It's a goal kick. Let's make the sub, see how it goes. So Maguire off, Yoro on, Ugarte off, Kobe on. Yeah, at least Kobe. I'm sure Kobe will change this game. Dan, hi. Yeah, hi. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome to the watch along. Cunha with a good pass to Dogu. He's fouled. He lost control, got fouled. He's lucky to get the foul, to be honest, because he lost control of the ball. Good pass out from Cunha. It's a good position to put in a cross. Let's hope we score. Bruno with the cross. Cleared. Brentford on the counter. Brentford on the counter. This is where we are weak. Poor pass. At least Luke Shaw is back to tidy up. So how many points will these players collect before we end the year? Well, based on the fact that we are only getting 1 point per game, if we are only getting 1 point per game, we've played 5 games so far. This is the 6th one. We have 7 points. Then it means it's 1 point per game. So by the end of the season, we'll have 38 points. So that's relegation stuff. Give him support. Come on, guys. Support Dogu. So yeah, so at the end of the season, if we continue getting 1 point on average per game, then it's 38 points. That's relegation. Bomo with the cross. Too wide. Too far wide. So it seems like United are now playing with a back four. Lenioro and Delict are the 2 center backs. Dalot and Luke Shaw are the full backs. So it looks like a back four. Now looks like a 4-3-3 sort of setup. Or a 4-5-1. So United are enjoying a bit of possession. Main with a good pass to find Sheshko. It's recovered by Brentford. Yeah, at least Mainu is providing some stability. The last few minutes, at least, we look a bit stable in midfield because he's making himself available for the pass. Yeah, great ball by Dalot. Cunha. Mbumo! That he was held back. It should be a penalty. Mbumo was held back. Penalty. 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 Yeah, Mbumo was pulled back. That's a good ball by Dalot. Out to Cunha. Cunha with the first time cross, low cross into the box to find Mbumo. Mbumo with the run. He's pulled back. That's a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah, he's pulled back. Yeah, denied a goal scoring chance. It should be a penalty and a yellow. Penalty and a yellow. Clear one. Yeah, of course, yellow card is given. Rui, you're asking Manchester. Yes, it's Manchester United with the penalty. Manchester United. Yes, Rui. Yes, it is. And we have a penalty. That's some of the best play we've had so far the entire game. One touch pass, get in on goal. There is no point of keeping the ball. Like Ugarte was holding on to the ball until he loses it. So we need to score this one. Fingers crossed, we need to score this one. At 2-2, anything can happen. At 2-2, anything can happen. So waiting for VAR to confirm. You're saying they should give that penalty to Cunha. He's craving to score. Not this one, honestly. Honestly. Oh, so VAR are checking whether it should be a yellow card or a red card on Collins because he was the last defender and he committed a foul denying a goal. So VAR are just checking whether it should be a red or a yellow card. So yeah, Cunha, I'd give it to Cunha, but if we score from Bruno, fine. What if we give Cunha and he misses? Because Collins has denied a goal scoring opportunity. That should be a red then. Should be a red. It's going to stay as a yellow. Rui was saying you had bet 10 euros on Manchester United. Yeah, we might win. We might win. Sorry, mate, but just believe we might win. Yeah, we might win. We might win. It's 2-1. Bruno has the ball. If he scores, goes to 2-2. So anything can happen. And it's we still have what? 17 minutes. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. So Chariot, you're saying on another day it's a red. Consistency is the issue. Exactly. Exactly. There is no consistency in the EPL. That should have been a red. That should have been a red. That should have been a clear red. So they are making changes. So Itara is coming off. So Lewis, Potter, and Henry are coming on for Brentford. So we need to score this penalty. So Bruno still has the ball. Let's hope the referee does not barge into him and then he misses it. You don't know why. I don't know why Bruno is going to miss this. I also have the same feeling, but let's see. Let's see. Come on, Bruno. Come on. Misses. Bruno misses it. Damn. 2 misses so far this season. Yeah, we should have given it to Cunha. Should have given it to Cunha. That's a very poor penalty. Very poor penalty. Still 2-1. So, with that miss, are we still going to blame the formation? Are we still going to blame the formation because Bruno has missed the penalty? This is very disappointing. I mean, these players. Well, a penalty is a 50-50, but still, when you're 2-1 down, you should score. I think it's time we start taking Bruno off penalties because he's only scored one so far this season. Those are really poor penalties. And remember the other penalty also, it was a crucial penalty. We needed to score that penalty. He has missed two crucial penalties. Yeah, told you, bro. Yeah, just give. I think he needs to stay away from set pieces, penalties. He thinks so little. Yeah, good, Danny Bless. I agree with you. We need to take him off penalties now. Give them to someone. Give it to Sheshko. How can you get a chance to equalize and you just waste it like that? And then he'll come to the fans and give an apology. We don't want your apologies. Just perform on the pitch. Just we don't want apologies now. We are at a point where we don't want apologies. Cheriot, you're saying he should have given it to Sheshko. He needs a boost of morale as a centre forward. Yeah, at this point I agree with you, and I regret why I said I didn't want Cunha to take it. Poor penalty. Still have some 12 minutes or so to go. So as much as we want to blame Amorim for the system, the formation, how can you blame him for such a performance? You have a chance to equalize, Bruno misses it. So if we lose, guys are going to concentrate on Amorim and the system, but they want to look at poor decisions by Cunha, poor decisions by Bruno. Like the second goal, the keeper should have done better. So are you still going to blame the system? There you go again. Bruno gives away the ball. That should be a yellow. Blatant push by Shada. That should be a yellow. Professional foul. So Brentford are hanging on to this. They will defend for their lives, to be honest. And when they get the chance, they'll score. So Mason Mount has come on for Luke Shaw. So Mason Mount comes on for Luke Shaw. So Damsgaard and Henderson off. Webb, you're saying winning 2 games in a row is now rocket science. Absolutely. It seems we can't. It seems we can't win 2 games in a row. If we win 2 games in a row, Amorim should be given a trophy. This United team should be given a trophy if it wins 2 games in a row. Now we have less than 10 minutes of regular time. Throw into United. Yeah, so winning 2 games in a row is rocket science. If United do win 2 games in a row, then this team, we should have a trophy for 2 wins in a row and presented in that game. We have the podium written 2 wins in a row. The guy with long hair will never shave it. Yeah, he won't. The leaked goes wide. Yeah, the guy will never shave his hair. He better start having braids now. He will never shave. He said 5 games in a row. We barely can get 2. So he'll never shave. Yeah, I also don't remember the last time we won 2 games in a row, to be honest. That is in the Premier League. I don't remember. Ooh, the leaked with a slip. Gets away with it. Oof. So Brentford are fighting. They want to score a third goal. That's a foul in the dangerous area. Why do we keep doing such silly? He was going nowhere. Now gets a yellow. Dogu gets a yellow. He was going nowhere. Clumsy defending. Chariot, I haven't seen 5 complete passes. Okay, there was a period of like 5 minutes we did, but still, poor decision making. Dogu needs to. Yeah, he's been hooked off. Dogu has been hooked off for Zaxi. So Amorim is going full out attack now. Nothing to lose. Honestly, nothing to lose. With 10 minutes to go or so, because we have 6 minutes of regular time. There was another like 6 minutes of extra time. So what's in the shoshi, the binoculars? He's looking for where United will get the second win in a row. Or a win in a row. 2 wins in a row. He's looking for where the goals will come from. I think the best result we can get from this now it's a draw. Poor defending, clumsy defending. We are lucky here, to be honest. We are very, very lucky. This defense is all over. All over. Amorim must go. Yeah, and good question there. Did Amorim miss the penalty? We focus on the wrong people. We are focusing on the wrong person. So if he goes, will now Bruno start scoring penalties? Come on. Come on, Bumo, get the ball. Bumo with a good cross. Kalehax recovers it, saves it. He must go, unless you are saying he must go home after this game and rest. It's not his mistake. Why play Bruno in the wrong position? So playing Bruno in the wrong position made him miss the penalty. Come on, Sheiks. You know better. You know better. You know better. So Brentford are just sitting deep, low block defending. Sheiks, which game are you watching? Are we watching the same game? Because you're saying Mount is playing left back. I can't see him playing left back. I'm seeing Euro there. Coyote, that's a bad foul. That's a bad foul. Can you do a better job, Sheiks? Will you do a better job? Because you're saying the manager is inept. I can't believe we are underdogs against Sunderland. Exactly. We will be underdogs. We will be underdogs. Yeah, good question. Who do you want to bring in as the manager? And I saw another good point here. How many coaches have been to United and failed? The coach Amorim is the easiest target to blame. He is always the easiest target to blame. You will bring in the next manager, will blame him. But you can't blame Amorim for Bruno missing a penalty. You can't blame Amorim for the goalkeeper not getting hold of the ball for the second goal. Why are you blaming the manager for Cunha not giving a good pass, making the poor decision? Instead of passing to our striker to score, he decides to take the shot. Look at right now, the last 10 minutes United have been dominating. But the players are still making poor decisions. Strikers are making runs. The ball is not going to them. Dallo with the cross. So, okay, let's blame Amorim then for that poor Dallo cross. Let's blame him. Blame Amorim then for that poor Dallo cross. Come on. The manager is always the scapegoat. It's so easy to go to the manager and blame him. And the players actually have a huge part to play in it. So 8 added minutes. Dala with the cross. Zakzi over the bar. Poor passing. Poor passing once again. Offside. So we still have around 4 minutes to go to find an equalizer. Doesn't look like anything will happen. Honestly, doesn't look like anything will happen. And if Bruno scored that goal at 2-2, it would have been a different game. Mine with the cross. Cleared by Lewis Potter. Cleared by Brentford. We need to keep the ball in the box. Keep pinging it forward. Mbeumo with the ball. Come on, get into the box. Get into the box. So it's a 2-on-1. 2-on-2. And Brentford scored the third goal. And just like that, Brentford scored the third goal. Game's gone. Game's gone. Can't win 2 in a row, can't defend, can't score even simple goals like penalties. Same old story, same old story. Same old story. We had 1 week to prepare, 1 week, and this is what we get. A whole week to prepare. The guy shoots from outside the box and scores. You know what? I would like to see what these guys actually train. Should Bruno have scored that penalty, it would have been a different game. Scored the penalty, would have been different. Now Brentford have scored the third. 2 minutes to go. The game is gone. So what are we going to get? Apologies. Apologies. We should have done better. We need to do better. Brentford was 17th. The lowest stats. Yesterday we looked at their stats. They had the lowest stats and we are losing 3-1. They beat us 4-3 last season. There's a time they beat us 4-0. This team, I don't know what now we are going to say about this team. If it's the case of the manager going and all the players, let's clean the club. Sack everyone, including the CEO and the director of football and whoever. Sack everyone, start afresh. Last last weekend we saw a different team. Today it's another team. This is absolutely embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. (3-1) versus Brentford. They could have scored the fourth. The game ends 3-1. The game has ended 3-1 to Brentford. Another embarrassing loss. We can't win. We can't win 2 in a row. We can't win 2 in a row. So who's to blame? Is it the manager? Is it the players? Is it the club? Is it Ineos? Who's to blame? We can't win 2 in a row. We've just been embarrassed by Brentford, a team that has just won 1 game in their last 5 fixtures. We beat Chelsea last weekend. Of course, the red card helped. Went down to 10 men versus 10. We still grinded out the result. Today, nothing to show. Cunha with a poor performance. Bruno misses a crucial penalty. Second time he has done so far this season. Second time we needed him to score the penalty. He didn't. Yeah, the goalkeeper should have done better in the second goal that we conceded. Punched back into the box. Easy goal for Thiago. Easy tap-in. He had his hand on it. Bande had his hand on it. Still couldn't save it. This team only plays 1 game a week and we still can't dominate games. We still can't play good football. Yeah, the easiest scapegoat right now is Amorim. He knows that he needs to do better. He knows that he needs to have his selection better. For example, we have San Elements. We shouldn't play Bande in the next game. San Elements will play against Sunderland. We should have gotten 3 points versus Brentford, gone ahead to Sunderland, gotten the 3 points. By the time we are meeting Liverpool, we have 6 points. In the preview I mentioned and I said, there are certain players I didn't want to see playing, and one of them was Maguire. Because Brentford, I predicted that they would play counter-attacking football. All goals have been counter-attacking. All 3 goals were counter-attacks. And I said, Brentford will sit deep, soak the pressure, play a long ball forward and score. And having Maguire as a center back, he's poor in terms of having an offside trap. He's the one who usually plays everyone onside. And he's slow to track back. Fine, the third goal, we went all out for the attack. There was nothing more to lose. But still, we shouldn't have considered the third goal. We should have scored with the penalty. 2-2. At 2-2, it's a different game. Grind out, get the point. Bruno misses a crucial penalty. He did so. I can't remember whether it was the Fulham game. He missed the penalty. 3 points dropped. And as we've seen, one of the comments here, winning 2 games in a row, winning back-to-back games, it's rocket science. It's rocket science. It's a mistake by Amorim, having Baandia playing. All of us wanted San Elements to play because we know Baandia is a weak keeper. The guy scores from I don't know how many yards out. The first goal, the guy is just standing and looking at it. Man, it's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. And the worst part is it's deflating because last weekend we were so high. We felt really nice to beat Chelsea. We were feeling confident going into this game. And now the game has ended 3-1, another loss. Now we've gone back to the statistics of getting 1 point per game. So we've played 6 games, 7 points. So that's less than a point per game. If we continue like this, then relegation. It's relegation form. It's relegation form. Next we are meeting Sunderland. And you saw one of the comments there. Let me find it. We will be underdogs versus Sunderland. We will be underdogs. We will be underdogs. So where do we go from here now? Where do we go? It's really, really, really deflating. And it's the first game of the weekend. And last night in the preview I said that I don't like early kickoffs because United, back even when Ferguson was our coach, we don't perform well in early kickoffs. There are two fixtures which I see, and I usually have a feeling that we won't win. The first fixture is the early kickoff. The second fixture is the fixture before the international break. Whenever I see those two fixtures, before international break and early kickoffs, I know United usually struggle. And Amorim said it yesterday, and I've mentioned it a couple of times. Even himself, he can't understand. In one game, the team is up for it. They want to win. In the next game, it's a different team. Same set of players, different team. And I've said the easiest one to go for is to blame Amorim. But you look at these players, you can't blame him for Cunha's poor decision. You can't blame him for Bruno's missed penalty. You can't blame him for the defense being erratic. They are tackling each other. You can't blame him for Bayandia's rebound. So as much as, yes, Amorim has faults, but the players have a huge, huge say in it. Yes, we might go out, get a new manager. What if he comes and says, now we are not going to play 3-4-3, we'll be playing 4-3-3, and we still have the same performances? So it's a disappointing loss. It's hard to take. It's difficult to swallow that humbling defeat. But the jury is out on Amorim. It's, as I said, with every defeat, it's really difficult to back him. I'm still backing him. I believe he's still the best manager because of the work he's doing behind the scenes. On the pitch, performances need to improve. But if that's the decision that the club takes, well and fine. For me, Manchester United is the most important bit. Manchester United is the most important bit. It's not Amorim, it's not Bruno, it's not Šeško, it's not Cunha. For me, it's United. Even if it means we clean out everyone, we sack the manager, or we sack all players. For me, I don't really care. What I care is if we are winning or not. So I won't take sides like I'm Amorim in or Amorim out. My side is United. My side is United. Whenever there are mistakes, I'll call them out. Like Amorim needs to play San Elements. Amorim needs to play San Elements. Amorim needs to have good in-game tactics. He needs to actually make changes during the game. So also Bruno needs to be a captain. If you're making such mistakes as losing penalties, wasting penalties when we actually need them, then you are not captain material. You are not. So, yeah, for me, I don't really care what happens next, whether it's Amorim being sacked or whether it's the players being sacked or whether it's the CEO being sacked. For me, what is important is winning matches. However the board feels, it's up to them. As a fan, I'll only give my opinion. And my opinion is these players are not good enough. They can't be playing one good game versus Chelsea and then the next game they are losing. No. We can't be performing well versus Arsenal. Fine, we lost, but the performances were good. We go to Fulham and Grimsby. We lose points in that manner. We grind out results versus Burnley. We lose in such a manner versus City. We don't know what to expect from this team. We don't know what to expect. Probably we'll go lose versus Sunderland. Then we draw versus Liverpool. Then the next game we lose again. So I don't know. So going through some of the comments, Cheriot will say, I will only blame the coach because he's stubborn. Yeah, it's your opinion. For me, I would say I wouldn't really blame the coach because we had the chance to draw. We had the chance to win. If we drew, the game would have been different. Aji sasa, Bruno trash every week losing. Yeah, Bruno right now is becoming a liability. He's only had one good game so far this season. And that is the Chelsea game. All other games he has been poor. Regardless of whether he's playing as a 10 or as an 8, he has had a poor game. Njiri Morani are saying Amorim will be sacked another week off. We were the better team. Exactly. And I said, whenever we lose, it's difficult to back him. It's difficult to defend him. It's difficult. But for me, the reason as to why I'm saying I'd still give him time, it's because of the things he's doing behind the scenes. Ben, you're saying in your box, sasa Lamens anafanya nini bench. Exactly. Those are some of the things we need to call out Amorim for. In terms of his team selection, he's making poor decisions. So Shiks, you're saying until you agree, Amorim has no impact. If I agree, what more? Yes, let's say I agree with you, Amorim out. It's not our decision. Sebas, even if Sebas, you're saying Amorim out. It's still not our decision. We have little influence of what is happening in the club. And the question is, how long are we going to have this cycle? Get a manager in, he comes with his philosophy, he comes with his setup, fails. We go for another manager, same thing. New philosophy, new setup, he fails. How many managers have we had in the last 10 years? So now, let's say we go for Glasner. Comes with his setup, the players don't like it. We start saying Glasner out. We go for another manager. Let's say we go for Xavi. Comes with his setup, the players don't perform, we say sack him. When are we going to actually stop? Yeah, Amorim formation players, Nandio, how Manchester. Yeah, as I said, the easiest scapegoat is the formation, is the system. But let's look at also the individual players. How are they playing? For example, Ugarte had a ball, 100%, he's running up the pitch, across the pitch, 10-15 yards, then loses the ball. And the players are free. Šeško is making runs. So is it the system? Is it the player? Bruno misses the penalty. Sunderland is coming for 3 points. They might as well. Liverpool the same, yes. It's all gloom and doom right now. Kingstar, you're saying to support Manchester United, it's difficult being a United fan. Support Man U sahi ni ngumu sana. Ningumu. It's ningumu. Let me tell you, ningumu. Especially for fans who've watched United for long. I've been watching United since the 90s. I've been following them since the 90s. And I'm telling you, this, if you ask me, this is the toughest time as a United fan. This is very new to us, especially those of us who started following United when they were successful. And the thing is, we already love the club. We can't move to another club. We can't start supporting another club. Wale walinishambulia sasa. Tuko hapa Shiks. I'm telling you honestly, you are going for Amorim because he's the easiest target. Not once have you mentioned Bruno's missed penalty. Not once have you mentioned Cunha's poor decision. Will you blame Amorim for those? Come on. And I said you'll know better. You've watched United. You see that most of the things, yes, partly Amorim makes a mistake. Another part is the players are making the mistakes. The players are making the mistakes. So, yeah, we can argue all day whether it's Amorim or not, but at the end of the day, I said the easiest person to blame, it's the manager. It's the manager. And I'm telling you this, even when you go and look at the post-match, pundits will say it's Amorim. But Bruno missed a penalty. Bachelor, you're saying we can't win against small teams. It's obvious. True. We can't. And they're playing simple stuff. Then you go on and saying, yes, they give everything to beat Chelsea, so they're going to be done. But they rested. They rested for 6 days, 5 days. We played on Saturday, so those are 7 days. 7 days without a game. And you go on and put such kind of a performance. Ben K, you're saying, Yoro ameingia game ikachange, lakini Lamens anafanya nini bench? Heri tungemnunua, hatungemnunua, we need a new coach. Once again, the easiest target to go for, it's the manager. That will be the easiest target. And that's why I'm asking, for how long are we going to see this? For how long are we going to say it's the manager's fault? Ole Gunnar came in, got second position, things didn't start going on well. What did we say? It's the manager. Erik ten Hag came in, won a couple of trophies, things started dipping. Who's to blame? The manager. And the players, we saw the players how they were performing. So if you're going to change the coach, also change the players. Change everyone. Change everyone. We need to change the captain, keeper, and manager too. Exactly. This is the sort of thing I'm saying. Danny Bless gets it. If we are to change things, we need to change things that are actually wrong. If it's the manager, change him. If it's the keeper, change him. If it's the captain, change. Change everything. We can't just keep blaming the manager and the players are still putting in a shitty performance. No, we can't. Webb, just realize it's Liverpool against... yeah, of course. And right now we can't beat small teams. Joshua saying the coach should go. Fine, let him go. But at the same time, also the players that are not performing, let them go. For example, Bruno is not performing. Let him go. But whenever it comes to a player like Bruno, we are like, Bruno, he should stay, such and such. The same fans were crying when we let Rashford go. Same fans were crying when we let McTominay go. So we need to decide. That's why for me I've said I won't pick sides. For me the only side I'm picking is United getting 3 points. I don't really care whether it's Carrick who's the coach, whether it's Rooney, whether it's even Bruno himself who's the coach. I don't really care. For me what I care about is as long as United are playing on that pitch, they need to give everything. We can't give everything versus Chelsea. And when it comes to Brentford, we no longer know how to play the ball. The players no longer know how to play football. So we are trashed. Yoro had a good... yeah, he had a good game. Kobe also had a good game. So it's not gonna work for this manager. Yeah, he needs to retrospect. And I keep saying, when he was at Casapia, he went with a formation, it didn't work. He changed it to the 3-4-3. And it started working. So why can't he do that at United? Yeah. So a good analysis. So who are the selected? I keep saying. For example, we know Ugarte is not United caliber. Ugarte is not a United caliber. Right now we know we need midfielders. Bayandia is not a United goalkeeper. We need him gone. Luke Shaw, he needs to go. Maguire, he needs to go. As much as I keep saying that he's had a good performance, he should be given a contract. But looking at it again, he should go. Looking at Diego Dalot, he needs to go. We need to have good players. Bruno, right now we are getting to a point where he's aging, we need replacements. So I've mentioned players to you. Those are the players that we need to look at. And I keep saying we need a manager, or Amorim needs to look at it and say, this guy is not performing. The next game you're not playing. Yeah. Bachelor, you are saying Manchester United was never on top of this game. Exactly. Why are we giving a good performance in one game, then the next game you are not good? Like Arsenal, we were on top of the game. We were unlucky not to win, but we were on top of the game. We went to Fulham. Fulham dominated the whole game. In fact, we were lucky to get 1-1. Fulham were dominated. We look at Burnley, dominated the first half. Second half, they dominated. So the team is producing different performances based on opponents. Look at Chelsea, the first 15 minutes. Played a fantastic game. We were tackling, and I mentioned it in the watch along. The team is not tackling as they were versus Chelsea. Someone gets touched a little bit, they are down crying. If we get relegated, hatuwezi panda, that's false. That's really false. 32 points in 35 matches, yes. MKY, you're saying he needs to leave. It's now more than obvious. And I keep saying it's really difficult to back Amorim. It's difficult to back him. It's really, really difficult to back Amorim right now. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. But whatever he has done behind the scenes, he has done a good job. On the pitch, he is struggling, but behind the scenes, he's cleaning up a lot of the toxicity. And we have to give credit where it is due. Let's see which other comment. Bachelor, you're saying I watch first, then make noise later. Yeah, that's a good point. Shix, you're saying we'll all complain Bruno in wrong position and the manager thinks he knows better. Kichwangumu. Now, let me ask you, Shix. Yes, Bruno is playing in the wrong position, but we have an equally better player or an equally good player playing in his position. That is Cunha. Do you think Cunha influenced that game in any way? Let's assume even Bruno is not part of the squad today. We have Cunha, you have Mumo, you have Šeško, you had Ugarte, and all these other players. And I keep asking you, did Bruno's position affect him not scoring the penalty? With how Sunderland are playing, bro, it will be bad. Yeah, Sunderland, they are very, very aggressive. I've watched a couple of their games. I think I've watched 2 so far. That team is really aggressive. They are running a lot. And they come from the championship where it's really physical. So, Danny, bless you, you're correct. It will be really, really difficult to play against Sunderland. And we've seen, starting from last season, United can't beat these small teams. Saba, you're saying no tactics, nothing, same formation, even though it doesn't work. Yeah, we need players for this system. We need players for this formation. You look at Dogu. Yes, he can run up and down the pitch, but his crossing is really poor. There is nothing to do with fixtures. I don't understand that. We are that word. Yes, we are not good enough. Then MKY is saying, I don't think I'll watch any more games this weekend. I can watch other teams. I think you meant you can't watch other teams win. Yeah, and the banter is back. All the drafts that were written for the Chelsea game now are going to come back. But at least one positive though, Šeško scored. At least we can take that positive. Šeško scored. At least the 007 memes won't come out. So Šeško scored. Bachelor, you're saying you should blame them. No one is fighting to take the penalties. Yeah. We blame him for selection and tactics. That's correct, Sheiks. But at the end of the day, as Bachelor said, no one is fighting to take the penalty, or the one who's taking the penalty is not scoring them. Bruno has missed 2 penalties that we If we took them, the game would have been different. Webb, you're saying, unfortunately, he's the one who will be sacked. Yes. At the end of the day, as I say, the easiest target is usually the manager, because it's cheaper to sack the manager than sacking the entire team. You can replace a manager mid-season. You can't replace players in mid-season. So at the end of the day, the easiest target is the manager. Yeah. Bachelor is saying they should take the ball from Bruno sometime. And also, whenever the squad list is coming out for a game, they usually tell players like, he's the one who's going to take a penalty in case it shows up. These are the players who are going to take the free kicks. These are the players who are going to take the corners. So after Bruno missed that penalty, I said Bruno should no longer take penalties at United. We should take him off. Give to Šeško, give to Mbumo, give to Cunha. Now Bruno, after this, he should not take the next penalty. Shiks, you're asking one question. Is there a club that can employ him? Yes. Trust me, there are clubs that will employ him. United is not a stable club at the moment. United is not a stable club. And that's why you see the names United are going for. They are going for names that are not big. They are going for coaches that are not big and successful. Because a serious coach will come in and look at the club and say it's a mess. For example, Amorim wanted Watkins. He was given Šeško. He wanted Martinez. He was given Sanelamens. He wanted Delap. He was given Mbumo. He wanted Baleba. He didn't get him. He wanted Wharton. He didn't get him. That's why I keep saying, as much as the manager is partly to blame and the easiest target, United right now are not a stable club. We are not supporting managers the way we are supposed to. You remember back then, under Ole, he wanted Haaland. He was told no. He wanted Caicedo. He was told no. Yeah. So right now, unless we go for coaches like Glasner, Areola, we can't attract big name managers. But Amorim is going to get a club elsewhere, and a club that will support him. He went to Sporting. They supported him. Benfica wanted him before they got Mourinho. They asked the club. The club said no. Benfica wanted him. There are clubs who will want him. Remember, the reason as to why we went for him in November, it's because City wanted him. That's why we told him it's November. We can't wait till the summer. City wanted him. And if Amorim goes to City, you think he won't be supported? City can spend. They can sell the entire team and buy new players. That's what Sporting did. He went to Sporting. He sold 25 players. That's the whole squad. He replaced the whole squad. He sold Bruno. He sold Ugarte. He sold all these players. He sold Nuno Mendes. He sold that player Chelsea. That player who plays for Chelsea. What is his name? He also sold big name players that are even playing the Premier League. And he went for unknown players. He went for academy players. He went for cheap buys, and he was able to succeed. And whoever saying it's only in Portugal, when was the last time Sporting won the league in Portugal? The league was always dominated by Benfica, by Porto. He came in and broke that domination. Even after he left, how is Sporting performing with their new manager? So one thing we usually don't want to admit as Manchester United fans is that these players are, I don't want to use nasty words to be honest. Let me just say rubbish. And of course we have new players who are yet to play for United. The pressure is different. They will need time. They will need time. Imagine Amorim had a setup like Chelsea. Chelsea have 6 wingers. They go and buy 2 more. They have like 5 goalkeepers. They go and buy 3 more. Yeah. So he will get a job elsewhere, trust me. And when he goes and gets a job elsewhere and starts winning, then what are we fans, including you in the comment section, what are you going to say? United is the problem. Yeah. Mourinho left United, won trophies. Simple as that. You look at Van Gaal, he left United. What did he do at national level? Absolutely started bossing it. So whatever is happening at United, it's not only the manager's fault. The club is rotten to the core. Huge debt. We can't support the manager with the players he wants. Right now, you see the strategy that Ineos are taking. They are going for cheap buys for the future because they know in the next couple of seasons, United can't go on spending 70, 80 million on players. We can't afford that. You saw we had to take credit to sign Cunha, Mbeumo and Šeško. We had to actually take a loan to sign those players. So give even Hansi Flick that team. Give even the PSG manager that team. That club, sorry. Even Pep, take Pep the way he is. Take him to United. Now let's be realistic. Take Pep, Guardiola, or even Klopp or Arteta, take them to United. Do you expect them to perform? They will win a few matches here and there. They'll go up the table, but there'll come a time they'll dip. We go back to this cycle. They need to go. They need to go. Yeah. So Amorim needs a therapist, nothing else. Yeah, you look at him, he's disappointed. You see him shouting. He's even asking players to move up. He's asking players to be in the right position. He has coached them where to be, how to play, how to pass. But the players are not doing it. You look at Cunha, instead of passing to Bruno, who's wide and free, Bruno will have scored. He decides to shoot. You look at Bruno, misses the penalty. He'll get frustrated, so he needs therapy. So the club is rotten. Any manager, trust me, any manager that comes in right now, he will win games. But in a few games, he will struggle. He will struggle. Because every manager has their philosophy. Every manager needs support. And every manager has their way of doing things. So we want a rebuild. At the same time, we don't want a rebuild. And a rebuild is never easy. A rebuild is painful. A rebuild is painful. You look at Arteta. Arteta, I think, lost in a run of, 10 games. He only beat United. He lost all those games. What did the club do? Supported him. Got rid of players like Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Got rid of all those players. And then he started building slowly. Every season he was getting 1-2 players. You remember he even had defenders like Mertesacker. Look at that team right now. They have Saliba. They have good players now. And any Arsenal fan who's in this stream right now will tell you it wasn't nice back then. They were suffering a lot, but they decided to stick with Arteta. They had other coaches before Arteta, hiring and sacking. And then what happened? Sheiks, you're saying Arteta wasn't this bad. Which Arsenal were you watching? In fact, Arsenal went and had, there is a time Arsenal had banners on the stadium saying Arteta out, Arteta out. Then what happened? Finished second. They started saying trust the process. So the rebuild will never be easy. And right now, we go for another manager. We are going back from square one. We are starting again. So that's why I keep asking, how long will we be going back, starting again, going back, starting again? Let's say we get Xavi or we get Zidane. He comes, yes, this season he comes in, United win a couple of games, we get to 4th position, 5th position, or even 10th position. And then next season, We finish 13th. We start saying, oh, it's not working out, sack him. We get another manager. He comes and says, I don't need Cunha, I don't need Bumo, I don't need Sheshko, I don't need all these other players. We start again. So at what point is the cutoff? At what point is the cutoff? So Webb, you're saying Amorim has lost everything, the fans, the players, the game management. He has. And I feel sad for him, to be honest. Because United is an animal that is chewing up everyone. And if you want to know that there is a huge problem at Manchester United, it's not only the manager. How many managers have come and failed? It's chewing up even the players. Players come at the top of their game, they become flops. You look at Højlund, scoring easy goals. Fine, it was a different league. Came in, became a flop. Let's even go back, way back. Di Maria came in, became a flop. Alexis Sanchez, who was Arsenal's best player, who was the Premier League's best player back then, came in, became a flop. Lukaku came in, became a flop. Pogba came in, tried a few things here and there. Yes, he won a trophy here and there, but eventually it didn't work out. So it's Manchester United is an animal. It's a horror show at the moment. It's any person who's coming in at the top of their game, whether it's a manager, whether it's a player, it's chewing you up, throwing you out. I'm seeing there a good question. Which one? Let me see. It's from who? Maestro Clark. Let me see that question. There are a lot of chats. There are quite many. Let's see. Show me one great player that has improved under Amorim. Yeah, it's a good question. It's a really good question. A couple of players I can say they've improved. It's one of them is Ahmad, although this season he's off. I don't know what has happened to Ahmad. Since Amorim came in, Ahmad has improved. His game has been quite good. You look at Dogu also. Yeah, last season he was a bit better. This season I don't know what's happening. So Yoro as well, he has improved a lot. Aiden Heaven has improved. So it's the young players who are improving. I don't know what has happened to Ahmad this season, but last season under Amorim, especially before he got the injury, he was a totally different player. So it's a good question. But at the end of the day, as I said, it's an animal. It's an animal that chews up everyone. It's an animal that chews up everyone. So to go to some of the comments, ODYK stories, you're saying having Maguire as one of your top defenders still says a lot about this club. True. Saba, you're saying, yeah, but style is different. League is stronger than Portuguese league. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. But one thing that I usually ask fans, a lot of fans, and they fail to answer is, Klopp came from the German league, Bundesliga. Pep came from La Liga. He went to Bundesliga. He came to Premier League. So both managers have had a successful period over the last 10 years. What is different between them and the managers that have been at United? Mourinho had Premier League experience, came to United, but struggled. And you heard him say finishing second with that team is the highest achievement he's had as a manager. Highest achievement. That means he doesn't consider the Champions League win as the highest achievement. And remember, he won the Champions League, or is it the European Cup, with Porto. He beat Alex Ferguson with Chelsea to win the Premier League. And he said that finishing second with that team is the highest achievement in his managerial career. So we have all these managers that are coming from weak leagues and they are performing well. Where did Glasner come from? In fact, let me ask this. Arne Slot came from which league? The Dutch league. And he won the Premier League comfortably. He won the He won the Premier League comfortably. Right now, he's looking like he's going to retain it. What's the difference between Liverpool and United? As I said, United right now is a very toxic environment. It's a rotting environment. Take Arne Slot, put him in the United setup. How will he perform? How will he perform? Yeah. People won't admit Portuguese league is trash. Mourinho came from the Portuguese league and won the league with Chelsea. What was the difference? Let's talk. Mourinho came from the Portuguese league, which is trash, as you say, with all due respect. Guys who love the Portuguese league, not my words, it's Jitari's words. He came from that league and won the Premier League. Arne Slot came from the Dutch league, won the league. Similarly, Ten Hag came from the Dutch league as a champion with Ajax, came to United, didn't win with United. Arne Slot came from the same league, came into the team, won in his first season the Premier League. More or less undisputed. He basically ran away with the league. So what's the difference between Erik Ten Hag at United and Arne Slot at Liverpool? I just want to see your comments on that. Maestro, you're saying the problem is United has mediocre players. Exactly. So at the end of the day, as much as we are blaming the manager, as much as we are blaming the system, United is not good enough. Has Slot changed the formation? Yes, he has. He has changed the formation. He never used to play 4-3-3. He came in and played 4-3-3. He changed his formation. Amorim is just stubborn. Yes, he is. And previously I said, Amorim needs to retrospect. He needs to actually sit down and see this system, this formation is not working and change it. Otherwise, the stubbornness will chew him up. And I like the advice Mourinho gave him. He told him that managers need to adapt, more so in the Premier League. Even Alex Ferguson used to adapt. Pep, in the first few years, he stuck with the system, then realized it's not working, he changed it. So a good manager is one that looks at his setup and says, despite me wanting to play a 3-4-3, let me tweak a few things to suit the players I have. Let me mention what I said a couple of weeks ago. I said there are two ways to build a team. Two ways. Number one, as a manager or a coach, you look at the players you have, and that's Arne Slot. You look at the players you have and say, this is the system that will work with this set of players. And it works. Arne Slot did that. He came in and said, these players are already playing a good formation. They are used to it. I just need to tweak it a bit since I have the resources available with me. The number two way of setting up a team is you have a set system, you have a set philosophy, what Amorim is doing, and you find players that will suit this. That's now the Pep Guardiola sort of style. He came into City with this system. He looked at the players and told the club, these players can't work in my system. So the club supported him to get the players he needed. And by the time 3 years were elapsing, Pep Guardiola had players that suited his system. Right now, Pep has changed his system and he has looked for players to fit that system. So those are the two sort of ways to set up a team. So Amorim has a set system, but United don't have the resources to support him to effect that system. Amorim had that set system when he went to Sporting. Sporting supported him by getting him the players he needed. Klopp came in also with a set system, the Gegenpress from Dortmund. He came with that system, he looked at the players and said, I'll still work with these players, I'll try to get the much I can from these players. But at the end of the day, Liverpool, you need to support me to get the players I need for this system. And that's what Liverpool did. Liverpool got him the players that can play high press football, high metal football. And he started succeeding. Arteta also the same. Had a system, although he has variations, and Arsenal got in the players he needed. So now, with that thinking, with that system, we need to have a look and say, okay, do we get a manager that will work with these players, or do we get the players that will work with Amorim? Yeah. So, yeah, Maestro, I think I've answered that. He has a set philosophy. Get him the players to fit in that philosophy, that system. You have reached a point where winning or losing doesn't hurt anymore, excites me. It's very, very heartbreaking to be numb as a fan. When you have that numbing feeling, it's very, very heartbreaking. So I'm going to read comments for the next 3-4 minutes, then we end the live. You're saying we reach relegation, hopefully not. Let me see other comments here. Skieni post match mskie kiburi. Shiks, if you are a United fan and you are happy that we lost, I don't think you deserve to be a United fan, to be honest. If you are a Manchester United fan and you are happy we've lost because you don't like the manager, honestly, you don't deserve to be a United fan. Honestly, in all honesty, you don't deserve to be a United fan if you're happy that the team is losing because you don't like the manager. You are not a United fan. You're not a United fan. Ayatollah, you're saying the last away win was in March. There is no way Amorim can get this team working unless he changes for real. Yeah, exactly. He needs to change. Ayatollah, I agree with you. He needs to change. I'm still hopeful that he will think about it and see that certain things are not working and he changes. Let me see. Oh, Maestro Clark. A tip to the heart to you. You've gifted us mad gifts. 1 rose. You've sent 1 GG, and you've sent a rosa. So basically 1 coin, 10 coins. Those are 12 coins. Man, Maestro Clark, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Mad respect to you. And yeah, you've just reached level 3 on the fan club. Yeah, Ahmad wasn't available today. He was attending a funeral. We send our condolences. So let me read the last comments before we end the live. Of course, you are not listening. We are here live. We listen to it later. Let's see. The team is cast. Yes, it is. Yeah, and you've sent another 20 coins. Thanks, Maestro. Such a legend. Yeah. Thanks for all those coins. And you've just gone to level 6. Wow. Massive. Yeah. Massive thanks to you. Yeah, so United lost 3-1 at Brentford. Heartbreaking moment, humbling defeat. The only thing we can do at the moment is wait to see the decision the club will take. West Ham have sacked their manager. Probably United will also do the same. We don't know. I'll go and watch the post-match interviews and analysis, and then we will hopefully go live tomorrow to discuss more about the game. Of course, it's not nice, but thanks, guys, for being with us on the watch-along. It's our second watch-along so far this season, and we'll be doing this every game. Thanks for all your comments. And one thing I will want to say is we will not always agree. We agree to disagree. But I'll repeat and say this with all confidence and from the heart. If you are a Manchester United fan or claim to be a Manchester United fan and you are happy whenever the team loses because you don't like the manager or you don't like a certain player, you don't deserve to call yourself a Manchester United fan. You don't deserve to be associated with the club at all. call out the mistakes, yes, criticize, but feeling happy, feeling that you are vindicated because the team has lost, honestly, you don't deserve to be a United fan. Give your criticism, but being happy because you want Amorim gone. It's like you're witch hunting for a loss so that Amorim goes. Or the next manager, you don't like him, you want to lose so that you feel vindicated or you have reasons why they should be sacked. You don't deserve to be a United fan. And I'll just leave it at that. So thanks guys for being here with us. Hopefully I'll go online tomorrow. We'll discuss more. So let's take it on the chin. Let's keep it united. Let's keep supporting the club. And let's see what happens this week. So cheers guys. Bye-bye.